Hello, hey everybody. Hi, love you. Just, I want to talk about mental health today and my purpose, why I do what I do, my feelings, my opinion for why I take what I do very serious. I'm always smiling. I can't help it. I love smiling. Smiling's good. Smiling's contagious. Smiling for others makes our world a better place. Others smiling for us makes our world a better place. I love all you people that smile. Okay, now I'm very happy. I'm so happy. I'm still coming back, getting myself up and up and up. I've got a lot more family back in my life. So happy. I'm so grateful. We People that know me know I love family. I love my family. Um, I I love my family. I Family means so much to me, and I love taking care of others. I love taking care of family. I love being there for family. I love I love feeding people. I love taking care of people. Helping people is so rewarding. It's fulfilling. It's practicing living with love. To let's hold on to our love. Let's hold on to our spirit. It's like how do I say intrusive thoughts. We could have intrusive thoughts, and the people before the internet, before common knowledge was possible, where we see on the internet, oh, intrusive thoughts. Those thoughts I've been experiencing, like that are negative, that are racist or stereotyping or explicit. I don't have to live by those thoughts. Those thoughts are just like programming and stuff like that. I strive to be better than my thoughts. I choose the thoughts I accept. You know, People before our time, before time of the internet, they had those intrusive thoughts and they people. I mean, people always said like, "Hey, don't listen to all your thoughts," but it's easy to and when you're out the other ear. And now we know better. We know well. Like it's common knowledge. It's a time to be alive because everyone before this time they had those intrusive. Excuse me. Most people before this time had those intrusive thoughts and they accepted them. People accepted themselves being racist. People accepted themselves being a hater, a negative. They accepted themselves hating people. You know, this is a time to be alive. This is a time for love. I love you. I love you, everybody. Here is my open mind. Here is my open heart. Here is my handle. Let's, I'll have a drink. Okay. Now we're talking about love and mental health. I got my family back in my life. I'm so happy. So happy. And it's been a journey. I um from 2016 to like 18, I had a very heavy mental breakdown, a mental health crisis. I The religion I was in, I was the religion I I believe made sense, something like that. The I went to multiple religious temples for different organizations for the same religion, and the different teachers didn't even know each other, but the different teachers of the same religion. Um, my okay. My dad left as one religion that was not the religion that I grew up with, and my previous religious teachers who I was crying to wanted they they allowed and they went with having me believe that my dad was in hell, getting tortured. Only two religions teach that people go to hell for not being part of that religion: Christianity and Islam. And other religions teach um, like reincarnation, and I have a little more thoughts to it. I, with me, I believe well, what I've caught on to, I have family and they had a dream where my family was slumbering, resting, moved on from biological life to the higher conscious. Well, my grandma, her spirit went into my family's dream, and my grandma spoke Spanish. My other family only spoke English, and now they speak Spanish also. Well, my uh, my family got excited, because we all get excited when we see our loved ones in our dream. I do. I'm pretty sure you do also. Now, okay, what happened is they told my dad about this dream, and my dad was like, "What? How do you know they had a house? I didn't tell you they had a house on a hill. I didn't give you this detail or that detail." And he shared it with his brothers and sisters. And for him, how that stood out because they spoke two different languages, my family and my grandma. So to him, like, wow, his mom, my grandma, visited my family's dream. And Carl Jung, uh, a psychologist, one of the founders, along with Sigmund Freud, cross-examined the different religions, and he found that the higher consciousness, God, Allah, Gaia, it expresses itself with our dreams. Our dream speaks with symbolism, and with this instance, it showed that our soulmates, family, people that we love, bonded with, they appear in our dreams. And so this tells us that people we love are with us, and lucid dreaming helps us hold on to relationships with them. I'm learning for this, and that's my faith. So going on, I've studied a lot of dreams now, and I've got a lot of ways to study for dreams. Dreams are so much fun. I encourage sweet dreams for everybody because dreams are the best. Okay, now I don't believe in heaven and hell, and not anymore. Well, so when my dad left, he left as a different religion than one I was in. And so my teachers, I was like, I cried to them. I was like, please tell me my dad's not in hell, getting tortured. And they're like, I don't know what to tell you. And I was so hurt. I was tormented every day, crying to no longer live. I was asking people to help me no longer live. And I pushed so many people away. I pushed my families away. And this Easter, I am so happy to have my family back in my life. And I have more friends back in my life. I'm so grateful. Let me tell you how how I spent these years. So that was 2016 to 18. I was having that mental health crisis, and I started studying philosophy. And from 2019 to well, it's 2025 now. I studied Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, Islam. Both of Christianity and Islam are extension of Judaism. I studied Judaism, Latter Day Saints. I've studied other religions, and just because I want to have deeper understanding. And it's been a journey because I I started well, I encouraged different religious teachers to collaborate together because my previous religious teachers that from the different temples that I went to, they are all good people. Like people go to religious groups for love. Love brings people together. It's like love holds families together. And so know these teachers, these past teachers of mine. They're good-hearted people, but the situation is their livelihood, their income, their um their friend groups are associated with their religion, and so it's difficult. It's like, hey, my religious teacher, please tell me that your religion isn't right about my dad being a different religion, being part of a different religion, so he's in hell. Please tell me that's not true. And because that's their business, they're like, I can't tell you that. That's what it is. And a lot of people, it's like they stick to their guns. It's a phrase. And people, they it's like people's friend groups or their business clients or their boyfriend or their girlfriend, their husband or their wife. They got together over religion, and so it's difficult. But everybody, like, when you break it down for them, some logic, people get it. It's like, hey, um, check it. Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, Judaism, they all teach love. What brings people together is love. All religions teach that numbers are special. Christianity, they go over the Trinity, 666, 777, 999. Buddhism, they go over numbers with the I Ching. You know, Christianity teaches that people are connected with the body of Christ. If you're Christian, then you're connected with God. And Buddhism, Hinduism, all religions teach that, and Christianity and Islam, that extension Judaism in the Old Testament that is called the Torah, known as the Torah. They go over, what do they say, as Joseph and his dream coat, and in Egypt, and in Hinduism they say, well, in all religions they say dreams are special, but Hinduism they say we're Maya's dream, God's dream. Like all religions teach all the same cores. And before, our world was split up by oceans, and people weren't in communication with each other. And that is when people were enlightened all over the world, and that is why there are different religions. And I have a diverse family. I I don't believe that any race is superior over another race, and I don't believe that any religion is superior over another religion. I think we all feel this way. We love food from all over the world. I love Chinese orange chicken, Korean barbecue, Vietnamese pho. I love Italian pizza. I love soul food. What I love gumbo. That's Cajun. Um, I love food from all over the world. You know, food tastes good, and we appreciate musicians and music styles from all over the world because it it sounds good. We appreciate art from all over the world because it looks so cool. And we appreciate doctors and healthcare, medical treatments uh, from all over the world. You know, all people from all over the world and people from different religions all care for our world and for each other. and there's healthcare that's been discovered all over the world. My mom, she is very big on traditional Chinese medicine, and the medicine ball. That is green tea with honey and lemon. Can I have something else? Look it up. I'll get back to you on that. All right. Like all over our world, we appreciate diversity. So let's appreciate people from all over the world and spiritualities because we're meant to have our world work together. Check it. Check it. We people, we eat plants, we eat meat. The meat that we eat, not all of us eat meat, but the meat that we eat plants. And so with that, the plants turn the earth and soil into its life form itself. And with that, we are all walking mounds of earth. We are all pieces of the earth, of our planet walking. We are our earth active. We are active pieces of our earth. Something like that. Mm. Now, what I want to say, what I'm saying is think about it. Parents, what do they want for their kids? They want their kids to get along. Grandparents, what do they want for their grandchildren? For all their kids to be in love, to be happy. And imagine what the heart of our world wants, our world working together, all parts of it working together, learning from each other. The reason why people were enlightened all over the world, and all religions, all spiritualities teach the same cores, and they're all distinguished. Let's learn from each other. Like, notice that we all have the same, all religions have the same cores and have a lot in common. And the differences, let's share with each other, learn, you know, make knowledge broader than ever, make love broader than ever, make love better than ever. Love is magical, and the universe affirms love with cool numbers, sweet dreams, cool connections, and there's so much more. Let's learn from each other because love is magical and you're full of love. Yes, you are. Let's flex love. Let's make magic. We are this having the world work together. It's for unfolding love more than ever. The dawn of humanity to now, love has grown. People have love for art, love for food from all over the world, love for music, love for sports, love for games. There's so much love, and working together unfolds, makes love even more possible. And when we encourage love, encourage people working together, what we're doing is wrapping our world in love. Our world wants our world to get along, to work together. And think about it. People that wrote the different religions, they didn't have telescopes. They assume Earth is the center of everything. And we know more now because we have telescopes. And we know now that comets have water. People 500 years ago, they didn't know comets had water. The universe, planets are like seeds, and comets are like the universe's sprinkler system. Crazy. People 500 years ago couldn't have guessed that, but we know more now. We have computers, rocket ships, television, cell phones. People couldn't imagine that. They could not have imagined anything like that 1,000 years ago, but we know more now. We have m- more to work with, more to understand from. We've learned more. All right. So let's bring our world together because the universe, all the planets are like seeds. The universe is a garden, and the universe is the gardener. The universe prays for our planet to grow together. Okay? And going back to the religious teachers, they they love, but they have the pressure of having to stick by their religious books, and most people in society have not read their religious books. I um my parents didn't. um I'm probably the only person in my family that's read the religious book and everybody's the same religion. And but I love people from all over the world. You know, I respect people from all over the world. With encouraging everybody to work together, we are bringing down the walls of separation, segregation, the division with humanities, and making love, allowing love to be love. You know, before civil rights movements, people couldn't marry outside of their ethnicity, and now religions they're teaching that. Um, Religious teachers teach parents to instruct their kids to stick with people in that religion. That's the same thing as like telling your kid like don't date outside of the race. You know, it's racism basically, and we we want to make love better than ever. Okay, for peace, for our world, and because there's so much like religions have fueled most wars throughout humanity, and spiritualities have been conquered over, and there's been a lot of spiritual insights that are not with us anymore because other religions had conquered over them and people were slain. And let's we're making our world better, and we're not getting rid of knowledge. We are learning together, encouraging growth for our world. And the universe affirms, encourages love with cool stuff like magic, like sweet dreams, cool numbers, connections, revealing that they're that we are in line with fate when we're living with our heart, and when we're not following our heart, we are not aligned with fate. And the more we are with our heart, the more and more cool magic happens. You know, let's make our world better. We're doing this. You're so full of love. If you're watching this far, you're a lovely person. You're full of love. Let that love be. Be full of love. I love you so much. Okay? And we want everybody to work together because people want to love more. And so we are advocating for love, advocating for people to have religions work together, because religious teachers, it's not easy for them to come out and be like, hey, yeah, you know, like, let's respect these other religious teachers. It's not that easy for them to say. But when you're on a one-on-one, they'll be like, yeah, yeah, we all teach love. But we want to encourage love, we want to encourage growth for people to get brave and courageous with accepting that our world is better off with working together. We are advocating for love. When we advocate for love, we are sticking up for love. We're sticking up for each other. We're standing up for the people that are scared to stand up for love. Let's stand up for love. I love you all so much. Have an amazing day. Have an incredible, loving day. We're making the world more and more magical. We're making the world more and more loving. I love you so much. I love you, everybody. I love you so much. Back to mental health. Um, so yeah, I was my religious teachers. They watched my mental health deteriorate for a while, and they good people had affected my mental health because they wanted I was being tormented, thinking my dad was tortured and everything, and they couldn't, you know, like I couldn't hold a job. I this and that, and it's not easy. but also, you know, and I haven't got. Now I teach, I encourage love and I want everybody to work together. But like, yeah, I haven't gotten apologies from my different religious teachers. I It's not easy for people to apologize, but it helps a lot. You know, like it's an elephant in the room. Let's apologize. Get let's work together. Let's get better than before. You know, it's like one of my religious teachers back before I joined the Navy. I was watching movies, some blue films, and this is before I went in the Navy. And I asked one of my pastors, "Hey, can you hold on to my laptop? I I want to break this habit." And they they broke my laptop, and they didn't tell me about it until I asked for my laptop back. But um, later, their parents gave me laptops, so it was cool, you know. But whether their parents are love, I mean, that pastor and their parents, all of our families are wonderful people. You know, like we make everything up for each other because we love each other, right? And well, back to Bloom movies, some explicit movies. I have people have the habits. I One of my elder parents suggested me to watch movies before dates to be more mellowed out and chill on a date. You know, just chill. But it's a bad habit. I It's April now. I stopped watching in June, and since I started watching like at 13, 14, I always wanted to stop because I felt so bad. You know, it's good for the mental health not to watch. It's good for the mental health not to be, you know, no shame to people that watch stuff. It's very educational, you know. But it's like my ex, she had we used to watch movies together, and then she wanted me to stop watching movies. I um I was in the military, and one of my service um family members, someone else I served our country with in the military. They they were letting my ex know I was watching movies without her, and she got upset with that. And I didn't see any big deal about it at the time, years ago, but now I get it. You know, it's like if I'm watching a woman by herself, and she's like, "Stop watching that," and I'm like, "No, we watch movies together. It's no big deal." But if she's watching a man by himself, I'd be bothered. I'd be offended. You know, it's a habit forming, and let's get rid of habits because pretty sure most people that cheat are they watch movies and they're used to like going through a lot of different movies to get happy. And but you know that's if living for commitment. I feel that it's good not to watch movies of people dancing together and stuff like that because I want to be about one person and it's a habit. Can't expect to stop watching movies when I fall in love. I want to fall in love, so I can't be checking other women out or other dudes out. So yeah, my my one of my older family members suggested me watch movies, and so that's a generational curse. Like, because people do it, it doesn't make it right. But if people aren't about a relationship, you know, if they're like in school and they're just like studying, then you know they're not about commitment to one person. Like, power to them, watch movies. But that when I was in the service in the military, fighting for my country, I fighting for my family and everybody, and for my family and their families and their friends. I was fighting. I was standing up for everybody. I still am. But someone I served with was telling my ex I was watching movies without her, and they had her thinking I was gonna cheat on her or I was gonna break up with her. That's not called to home wreck, you guys. But so it's not be homewreckers. And also, watching movies without a partner is cheating. I see that now, and no better now. Let's not encourage people to watch movies. People do what they're gonna do. But people in a, I don't, I'm not gonna tell someone to start smoking cigarettes. But if they're smoking cigarettes, I don't smoke cigarettes with them. But I always, it's been a few months I smoked cigarettes, and I don't want to smoke by myself. If I'm smoking with someone, then I might smoke, take a couple drags, but it was a bad habit. My lungs are feeling so much better. I'm running at the gym more. I'm so happy. My lungs are happy for me. All right. So let's, we all have our own battles, mental health battles. And I've pushed family away and everything, but we don't. And since I teach about love and I study different religions, and I like to teach about different religions and just encouraging growth for everyone working together. But my mental health was affected by my previous teachers that were okay with letting me, and these good people, incredibly good, loving people, but they, we got to be brave for these people because we are caring about everyone's mental health. We don't want people thinking that people that they love are burning in hell. We don't want people, and most people that say that people burn in hell for not being that religion, they haven't even read that religious book themselves, you know. And so we want to encourage growth, and people that have read the different religious books, had read a single religious book, let's have them study buddies, study groups with other people, other religious books readers. We want to learn from each other, grow together. We are doing our world this favor. The world's wish is for us to learn together, to grow together, to not just enjoy the good food, good music, good art, good healthcare from each other, but also spirituality. So we can have more relationships with the higher consciousness and with each other. You know, and love is magical, and love brings people together. Let's make magic for our world. Let's make love better than ever. Love you so much, everybody. Have an amazing day. Incredible day.